Somehow I missed that phone call there. Must have been from Mary Jane, eh? Everybody, I'm just hanging out with some of my friends, yes, and thanks to some of my friends, I can divide myself and open up and check inside and see what's going on and even feed the squirrels and chipmunks, right? The thing I want to show you right now is the beginning of a movement and the end of a movement. I was down by a bonfire and I was playing with my camera. And do you see the way it opens up? When I first moved the camera, the first movement, there was a separation in space and time. And then when I ended it, and then the shadow of the light reshadows itself in the back. Okay. Now, if you take a look, I want to show you that, see over here, the empty space or the dark space, it's a child. Don't you see it's a child? Okay. Let me turn it this way. Okay. You see this? Okay. See the head at the top? The neck? And then the body? This is where you're inside. This is all you get to see out. That's all you get to see out. It's not me. My interpretation of my visual sees a child or a person sitting in the six, which is an expression of another situation that brings us to here to understand that when the loop comes to the neck, the thyroid, okay, comes to the neck. Right, now that it's 666, you can understand what's happening, but we're going to, hold on a second. I want to do this one here. See the way it comes to the neck here? It sort of like goes right through the neck. Then you see there's two of them. So it's not that it goes through the neck anymore. Now I see it goes around the neck. The neck, okay, is now, you see the way it splits? It goes around both sides of the neck and right to your back over here. Okay, it goes around your neck and it holds you in. So one became two. Why? Because the design itself, the thickness shows. The pen, the ball of the pen, shows up on both sides of the in-between. It doesn't only mark straight. Unless you go for the fine line. You go for a fine line, all of a sudden they say, would you like a fine line pencil, sir? But they're telling you it's one line. The medium, they're telling you it's two lines. And the thick, they're telling you there's three lines. So divide the two right here. We'll lock you in. We'll lock it up. We'll call that the thyroid gland. We'll ask who's in operation. And how do we hold it in? How do we hold it in? Hold on a second. I got to look this one up on the computer. Megatron Cube. Yeah, I haven't done Osiris yet. I'm sorry. You know what's funny is that my grandmother's a Frank, right? And just I have to show you this before I say anything. Just want to show you this. Remember what I was showing you? Look. Why does he have this? Okay. Why is this like this? Is it because it's covered over the nose? The point of the nose goes on the inside of the head. This is the cap. How do I know? Because the French people showed me. Okay? Every single one. Every single one. Where's my finger? Right there. Where else? What else is on Frankenstein? Here. We're going to show you this one. Hey, Max, what's going on? His eyes are coming out. What's the name of this guy? I forget his name. Let me click here. Young Frankenstein, Gene Wilder. Oh, yeah. But he played other parts. I forget which ones he plays. Oh, yes, I remember. I know I'm getting this. He got it here, scientist Hans D. Okay. Didn't he also play the Hunchback of Notre Dame? But regardless, okay, Frankenstein had those pins. So now I'd like to go back to the fire again. Where was that fire? Was it in pictures? Golly gee, I don't know. You know what's funny? You ever see this picture? I don't know why that picture's there, but I'm all a little screwed up. So yeah, that's a picture I painted. One of my pictures I painted. Oh, look at that. I'm getting all them pictures in here. Who's that? Who's that? Oh, no, 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 no. I'm ruining my whole video. I'm ruining my whole video with this. I need my desktop back again. Anyways, I'll talk to you for the last bit. So now we know that, oh, we were looking at the fire, right? So you remember what the fire looks like? So it comes like this. The 6 wraps around you. And where do you think it wraps? Okay? Where do you think the 6 would start to wrap? It's going to start wrapping down here. Okay? It's going to take his tail like the scorpion. It's going to start here. It's going to go down. It's going to go down. It's going to go through here. Okay? And then it's going to come back up the back here. And now the cat's got a tail. That's what number 6 is going to do to you. You're going to be like in a chairlift, right? She's going to be in a chairlift. Can you imagine how number 6 holds you? Did you see that fire? You're going to be in a chairlift. But that's the fine point. You're going to be wide-angled. So you're going to have 2 pieces, one here, one over here, to set you up to sit in the seat. So the pie, okay, the pie has to sit in the seat. Sit in the seat. Different pieces. Different pieces. Different pieces of the pie. Okay? The 2 birds. Are they the 2 doves? I don't know. But without this pie, and then you put this hat on, okay, you end up with man's head on top of the pie. Now he's ready to walk. These become his hips. Okay? He's walking a boat because he's a tank. He's a water tank. He's been clipped and bonded. He is the ankh and time heaven. Time heaven. Thank. One ankh together with a head and a tail. So if this was number 6, okay, number 6, this is only the beginning. If this is number 6, right, there's a ring around here. Do you remember? I put it over here. This should have been closer together. But this, okay, have you ever seen this before? Have you ever seen this before? This is the fleur-de-lis. There's a barrier over here that locks up this area. That's how this works. Hey, what's going on? We were a little serious there before. I was a little tense. I'm sorry about that. I have to notice everything that goes on, right? I don't want to miss a thing. This is my life. I've got Granny's coffee. It's full of coffee in there. I got more coffee beans in here than I had when I started. You know why? Because in order to start a process, they give you back a little bit of food. To digest your food, they have to mix it up. So they take some food, they throw it up inside of you, it hits that new food, and then all of it squeezes together to continue the process. Where do you think they got the saliva to make the food process in your belly? All right? But anyways, it might not be expressed that way. So now we had the ankh, the doves. I can't remember how this video started, so now I'm going to have to end it because I don't know where I'm going. See that? Oh, yes. It was about the fire and the number 6. And at the end of the number 6, right, this is, I'm gonna show you this. You might like that. You see this? Now, this is the number 6, right? What do you think that is? This, right? And the first thing you see is this. The second thing you see is this. Now, I'm a terrible artist, okay? I'm a terrible artist, right? This Scorpion, 10 north. San Francisco, is that 10 north? Where's 10 north? 10 north is LA? 10 north. Where's 10 north? Gold. Core. The core. It's right in there. It's exactly what it is. The light of the 10 core. The northern light of the 10 core. The spirit northern light of the 10 core, number 19. Okay? It's number 19. Okay? It becomes 10 and 9. 9 to 19. So you got to look up whatever. So this is the tree, but that's your scorpion. So your scorpion, okay, is number 6. Somehow he plugs you up. He gets you in the throat. He's covering you in the throat and the head. Anyways, this video is not too long. But you saw what the fire was all about. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Is there anything else I can do for you? Well, shoot. Well, you're still here. Shoot. Oh, I'm not being polite. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me get this straight now. I'm there talking to me. Oh, so I'm the only one here until this video gets uploaded. By that time, I would be laughing at what I just did. But you know what the weird thing about that is? Is that what I just did as this little acting part at 12:12? That's what Caroline said today. She said 12:12. And then I saw 12:21. I go, oh my God, what's going on? We're all in the middle. 12:12, 3-3, 3-3-3. Love, joy. We have met the match. The Carolinas have brought us in. Things are moving all the time. It's in the paper. Look at all the numbers. They're moving. You're turning the pages. You're moving. You move your feet, you think, and every time you think, you're moving. You've never stopped. Every time you're aware that you're thinking, you're always moving. The only time you're not moving is when you're sleeping. And then again, I had to rip out this page. Now I got to buy 2 more pages. Oh my God. Scorpion. Because when you have I and O together, that says 10. So it doesn't only say 10. It also says 37 and 39 because of the French and the English language. That's what it does to it in my head. And it's a reality because DIX and TEN say 39 and 37, in which 2 numbers, which are 37, which is 17 and 20 black and roulette equaling to 37, and that is in the center world 258, low shoe 951, or in the creation world where 3, 6, and 9 resides, where we meet R and U, which is 39, 3, 9, 27, and 9, 36 creation, 39, 18 R and U for Nibiru, 18 and 21 because the cube of the 3 worlds is 666. The cube is 7, 7, 7, 21, 18, 21 come together for 39. Three by 13 is 39. The AC power of 3 cat's tails all munched up together. 6 ears, 3 cat's tails, 36. 4 feet on the floor. 4 feet on the floor times 3 is 12. So you got 12 feet. You got 8 ears. You got 12 feet, 8 ears. You got 3 tails. The cat. Yeah, we were talking, and I was forgetting, but 39. And here comes the pitch. We're into the final month of the baseball season. We're going to have the World Series by October 4th, is it, my friends? You know what I'm saying? October 4th, that's coming in for the new year. The opening up for the Hebrew New Year. What better to have a World Series in the bag? But we're going to sing into the 7th inning stretch. We're going to sing a song, have a beer, and a hot dog. Usually didn't have burgers at the game, right? Hot dog you can have, but no burgers. So the question is, if there's no burgers, really, that are being sold in the stands, the hot dog, is that because there's no Mr. Burger? Mr. Burger? Hello, Mr. Burger. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that Jewish or German? Burger. Anyways, it could be Burger Stein, but I have to say that because hot dog, right? Where does it come? Beer in the hot dog. The hamburger comes from somewhere else. So they have to represent exactly what the actuality needs for. If I looked in a book, it would say, yes, no burgers means this. I made up the story, but I'm not sure of all the representation. So 39 and 37 is 76, but 39 is in the 7th inning stretch. I'm the pitcher. And I just struck them all out. 21 outs. The other guy says, well, guess what? He says, the game goes on. He says, why? He says, because you got 18 outs. He says, the game could be over, actually. Because if the game was at 18 outs, after the 7th inning stretch, you don't play the 7th inning, because you're already winning 1-0. So you don't play that 7th inning, but you've played the 6th. So you played 6 innings, there were 18 outs. But if you were in the lead by 1 run, that means you needed 19 men to go to the plate. RMS Titanic, 19 and 18. RNS, 37. 72 times 5 is the 360 of the 5 degrees of time in a 24-hour day, 36 and 36. 2 different clocks. 9 and 8, because one is this way. One clock is turning this way, right? The other clock is turning this way. That's the difference. It's like a time clock. One is turning this way, and the other one is turning this way. So they like that, okay? You had to explain it. I have to see it. Show me a watch or something. Show me something that's turning the opposite way, and I'll take my car for a spin. Make sure my transmission is hooked up to my differential so the motor can pump up and down and move everything up and down. But my wheels are not going up and down. Around and round. They're going round and round, but they're not going up and down and round and round in the same place. They're going a different way. I got a differential. I got the transmission to the differential over to the tires. But I needed a tube to go in and some bearings and some hub bearings and oh boy, and so then be lifted up in the middle of the air so nothing's grinding. Otherwise, we'll grind away everything that's there. So we'll put a little grease. That's why you don't want to drive too quick, so your car stays humbly greased. And then sometimes you want to take off. So it re-greases itself for the grease that doesn't move because you're not rough sometimes with it, just a little bit. So now we talk about the 7th inning stretch. We have the cat. We have the song. We went for beer. We had hot dogs. There were a total of 12 feet, 8 ears, 3 tails. That's number 23. 2 times 3 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 6. 5 times 6 is 30. Plus 5 and 6 equals 11. Equals to 41. That is the AD world we are in right now. But 8 ears, if you write the word 8 in front of ears, it actually looks like bears. The cat's tail. Maybe the cat lives in the bear. Cat's bigger. I mean, we're human. What's living inside of us? Where else? So in the 7th inning stretch, that's what you got to do. Right over here, the next team comes up, and there's a total of both teams getting strikeouts. If both teams got strikeouts, there'd be 39 strikeouts in the game, plus 1, the link, because of the one person that hit a home run, right? So you have 21 and 18 is 39 plus 1 run is 40. What do you need to do when you start a Monopoly? 40. 40 is the blue world, becomes 46, becomes X and X, becomes man, becomes Zion, becomes Israel, becomes X marks the spot. 46, 4 and 6 is 10. Add up another 6. So 34 becomes 40. 4 by 6, 4 plus 6 is 24, and 10 is 34. 10 add 6 equals 40. 40 add 6 equals 46. 6 and 4 is 10 because the number starts over again. 4 and 6 is 10. 0 gets 6. 6 and 1 is 7, or 1 and 6 together brings you the light in the satin body of the mercury that passes and reflects in your eyes. The mercury, somehow the mercury and the silver, that these two combine together. I can't explain what I see right now, but there's two chemicals that combine together or go in conjunction with each other, like they go right by each other, and it creates the silver and the red. There's water in our body. We're moving. We need the light. We need to brighten. We need to enlighten. If everything was dark, how would we see? If our eyes were dark inside, how would we see? Okay? Or if our eyes were too bright inside, how would we see? So if you give us a dark eye, okay, inside the middle, and then we bring in the light, we can see. But if you give us a bright eye, we would block with the light you are trying to give us, making us blind. So there's too much light. There has to be less light inside. I mean, that's the only proper judgment. You know what's really funny? 68,077. 68 and 9, 77. Minus 9 is 59. Okay? Minus 9 is 50. Just the numbers, they just go on and on and on and on. Where else am I right now? So we got baseball. We got the 7th inning stretch. We connected RMS, Titanic. We connected the 8 and the 9. We've connected everything. And we all began with the Scorpion and the Fire. Raphael 7286 and the constellation of Pegasus. Thanks again. Sorry, guys, I can't pay you for your time, so spend it well, and don't worry, I'm not upset if you can't spend it all with me. It's just that's the way it is, you know what I mean? You got to fulfill your own agenda. But the main agenda is the liberty to be able to fill your main agenda. Thank you.